Assalamu alaikum students. Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Students, today we are going to start the second chapter of 5th class IT subject. You have bought IT textbook. Open your textbook and see this open second chapter, various parts of computer. Various parts of computer. Keyboard of the computer. Keyboard also a part of computer. We will study about the keyboard. Keyboard is the indivisible part of computer for giving instructions to the computer. The buttons on the keyboard of the computer are used. Keyboard has lots of buttons, near about 101 to 110. So we will see lots of buttons are classified or distributed in different groups, like A to Z. It is called alphanumeric keys, and F1 to F12 it is known as function keys. 0 to 9 it is called as numeric keys, and some are special keys which use for special purposes. Okay, we will see the later second paragraph. There are about 101 buttons on the keyboard, different buttons to do different work. At the place of cursor, whatever buttons we press, it appears on the screen of the computer. Cursor always goes ahead to next one more space or place. The letter or number typed by the keyboard is called as the character. If there is no cursor on the screen, the typed letter or number does not appear on the screen. The buttons on the keyboard are classified according to the work they do. Means keyboard has buttons like 100 and 100 to 104. But if you added some if you have taken multimedia keyboard, it has more than 110 buttons as per our requirement. So each buttons play its own role. Like for example, alphanumeric keys. Alphanumeric key, like it has A to Z key buttons, and some are numbers buttons also on that, like 0 to 9, and some special character also like hash, @ dollar, etc. Caps lock button actually is used to, if you want to type capital letters, you can use this button. Means you have to press it, it will on by a light on the right hand side of the keyboard. Shift key, while we will, if you want to use shift key, means if you want to take a letter in capital, at that time you can press shift button. See, if we want a letter in capital form, at that time you can use shift button. After that, cursor keys is also known as arrow keys, which is used to navigate your cursor up, down, left, right. You can navigate by using this navigation key. It is also known as navigation keys. After that, we can say numeric keypad, which contain only numbers like 0 to 9, and it has some mathematical symbols, plus, like plus, minus, multiplication, division. We can use it as per our need. After that, we have enter key. Enter key is used to start your text from a new line, or if you want to break a line, you can use this enter button, or if you want to move to the next line, you can use this. Backspace button is used to cut your text from right to left. If you want to cut text, you can use it. Delete key is also used to delete some object, is used to delete the text from left to right. Spacebar is used to give space, or if spacebar is used to leave space between two words. By using this button you can leave space between two words. Print screen, scroll lock and pause key. These three buttons are very important. Like print screen button is used to take the screenshot of your current screen on which you are working. Scroll lock is a kind of lock which is used to lock your pages. It will lock means you can't move your page up, down, left, right for that. Pause button is used, for example, if you are playing some video or if you are playing a game, if you want to pause it, you can use this button to pause your video or game. Escape button and function key. Escape button is used maximum if you want to come out from the programs, if you open any programs, if you open any software, if you want to go to the outside or come to the home page, you can use escape button. And function keys are made for a special purpose. For example, alt F4. If you want to use this function keys, we can use it. Alt F4 for close the file, or alt and F5 is used to refresh the page. So function key is made for a special purpose. After that we will see CPU. It is also a part of computer. CPU and very important part of computer. CPU stand for Central Processing Unit, and CPU is also known as the brain of computer. It is also known as the brain of computer, means without CPU we can't work on the system. This is called as the Madhyavarti Prakriya Kendra in Marathi, and in English we can say that it is a central point or center point of computer. As the entire control, the action in human body is with the heart and brain. The entire control of all actions in the computer is done by the CPU. The work of CPU is to do the processing on the obtained information. There is two types of information in CPU. So there are two types of information in CPU. See, first is data, second is program. Data pronounced data. This is the processed information, means whatever input we take from the user, it process it. Then program is made up of instruction. This is made in the language understood by the computer, like C, C++, etc. are the languages of the computer, because computer can understand only machine language. There are three divisions of CPU. CPU has been divided into three main parts, like memory unit, control unit and arithmetic logical unit. Memory unit or memory center, we can say that memory unit is used to store data. The main work of memory is to store and process the data. And there are two main types of memory. First is random access memory and second one is read-only memory. Random access memory means it holds the data temporarily. It is also known as volatile memory. This memory is also known as volatile memory, and we can say that temporary memory, which hold data for temporary purpose. And ROM, random read-only memory, is used to save the BIOS setting of the computer, or it has the motherboard coding stored for permanent purpose. It is non-volatile memory. It is also known as non-volatile memory. Control unit. Control center. Processing is made on the information received in the computer by the instruction of the control center. The control center does the work of storing the information received by the computer in the proper manner to do the processing on it. Decide the priorities of the processing to write the answer received through the processes in the monitor. Means whatever control should be done in the computer, it is done by the control center. It control on the both, like on the memory unit and arithmetic logical unit, or logical and arithmetical center. It is in the short form of this is ALU unit. This center does the work of doing the logical and arithmetical process on the information. Logical process means comparing, dividing, pairing, while arithmetic process includes addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. The control center decides the which process are to be done. So this process has been set by the control unit. After that we will see, उसके बाद हम देखेंगे the work of CPU goes on as under. How a CPU can work. The information or program received from the input devices first comes to the CPU. It is stored in the RAM memory. According to the instructions from the control center, the processing is done on the information in the logical and arithmetic center. The processed information is again sent to the memory. This information is kept on the hard disk or shown on the screen printed on the printer. Means the working process of a computer, first the information goes to the RAM. RAM means random access memory. Then it will goes to the control center and then it process according to the logical arithmetic center and process again and process it and send this information to the memory to stored into the hard disk. After that, next part of the computer we will see monitor. Monitor is an output device which is used to display whatever inputted by the keyboard and mouse. First we take input from the user with the help of keyboard and mouse, then that data will be processed by the CPU, central processing unit, and the output of that inputted data displayed by the monitor. So monitor is a screen which is used to display output. Mouse also a kind of hardware device which is used to select data, which is used to point the particular object, and it has two buttons like left button and right button, and have middle button which is used to scroll the page, like if you want to scroll page up or if you want to scroll the page down, you can use this scroll button also. Mouse is also known as a pointing device. Left button is used to select the particular data and right button is used to show the options like copy, cut, paste, delete, rename, etc. The storing part of the computer means memory. So first memory means it is a very old kind of memory, floppy disk. Nowadays it is not going to use floppy disk. Floppy disk is a kind of memory which is used to store data in very less amount, means it has a very less size, like up to 5 MB, 4 MB, like this. Means it can store textual data in a large amount. But nowadays we have hard disk, CD, DVD, etc. to store the data. Hard disk is also a kind of permanent memory in which we can save data permanent purpose, which already available in our CPU box. We can use this hard disk externally also. If you want to take additional hard disk, if you want to attach it, you can attach with the help of USB cable. The hard disk size is starting from the 10 GB, 40 GB, 80 GB, but nowadays we can see the size of hard disk into TB, into PB, into EB, into YB. Okay, it increased day by day. So other memories are optical discs also, like a CD, DVD we have to store the data. So this is the second chapter. The exercise of this chapter we will continue. We will see the exercise of this chapter, or otherwise we will send this exercise on the WhatsApp group. Thank you.